All right, folks, so here we go. You're going to start out creating a new empty project. Today we're going to leave it in the key of C, 120 beats per minute. Okay? After you've done that, you'll get things started by making your drummer track. And we'll work in 3 sections today. You don't have to change the length of the sections. We'll do 8 measures long each. All right? You can pick your own style. It's totally up to you. I'm going to stick with rock for mine today. Of course, you want the sections to sound a little different, so make some changes to each section accordingly so that each one's a little different from the rest. Now, we're going to be playing bass lines today, so you're going to have to add a new track. I'll go to track and hit new track, and it needs to be a software instrument track because you're going to play, you're not going to use a loop. So we're going to use the bass notes C, F, and G. We need a bass first, so I'm going to pick a bass. I'll use the Liverpool bass. I'm doing like a rock tune now. Okay, so the first note I'm going to use is C, and we're going to use all of our bass notes for 2 measures. So you're using single notes for the bass, okay? And the bass has to be low. You can't play bass up high. All right, that's not serving the function of what a bass is. You want it to be down low. All right, so your job is to play C for 2 measures, and you can play any pattern you want. You can make 8th notes. You can make a cool pattern like... or you could play whole notes. It's really up to you how you want to approach it. All right? So here I go. I'll hit record, and I'm going to go for 2 measures. All right, I did 8th notes. If you accidentally play a little long or a little short, just extend it so that it is 2 exact measures. Now, of course, whenever you play anything, you're going to have to quantize it. So double-click it and quantize it. I'll do 16 notes. If you're in Logic, you're going to have to come up here to the upper left corner and hit the I button, the information button, and that's where you'll be able to quantize it. You'll see the little information window come up on the left side, and you'll be able to quantize it. So it's a little different if you're using Logic. All right? After you've quantized it, you're going to rename it. So to rename it, you can hit Shift-N, all right, and I'll rename it. I'm going to call it C. In Logic, you can always double-click it and look in that information area and just change the name of Liverpool bass or whatever instrument it was to C. But you got to label it, okay? You got to label everything. So there's C for 2 measures. Now, I'm going to do F for 2 measures. So I'll hit record. Here goes my F. You're going to quantize that as well. All right, so you'll quantize that. I'll do 16 notes, even though I only played 8/8ths. And then I'm going to also rename it. So I'll rename it down here. So there's lots of different ways you can rename these regions. And then I'll get my G in there. So I'll hit record. You'll notice that I'm using the same rhythm pattern each time. So whatever you pick for the first time, try to copy that rhythm pattern and do the same pattern. So if you did 8th notes, do that on the other ones. If you did this pattern, oh, microphone fell on the keys. If you did this pattern, try to do that on each one. All right, just like that. So I'll go ahead and copy this first pattern and paste it there because I'm going to do C again. There it is, C, F, G, C. Now, for the rest of these, what you're going to do is you're going to use the same exact notes, C, F, and G, but you're going to make a different pattern, and you're going to put it in a different order. So this time I might go G, F, C, C. I'll hit record, and I'll do something different. So there's my G. Oh, didn't quite go long enough. Let me extend it. I'll label it, and then I'll quantize it. All right? So you get the idea there. So now I go G, F, C, C. I just do a different order and a different pattern. Okay? And then when you're done, you can start adding loops. You can go ahead in and add loops for your chord instrument. You can add other stuff. So I'll add maybe a piano playing some chords. I'll add maybe a guitar playing some solo and melody stuff because this is like a rock tune. Maybe I'll add some vocal stuff. Whatever you want. When you add stuff from here on out, it should match with your bass. Everything should match perfectly. There we go. So let's just grab this. I'll pop it in there. Let's see how it matches. Seems good. Sounds good, and it's a good little chord track going on right there. So that's it. You'll make a whole song out of this, and the only difference from before is that instead of using a loop for the bass, you have now played the bass. All right? So good luck.